does remove that one chance you have, that last chance. So, you know, hanging on to that is going to be very near and dear to both these teams. Hence why the competition is heavy. Now in the first half, we're going to kick it off with the pistol round. We do see some sheriffs and ghosts. And this is going to be the attack for Global Esports on the A side. But Binks! With the boom bot, he's going to find a double kill. Binks! He's back at it again. SK Rossi takes him out. But hey, that was a brilliant double kill, putting his team with the advantage. Now SK Rossi going for this challenge here. A very sneaky position, looking into kitchen. But not Fox. He is going to play it safe. Take cover behind those walls. Now Global Esports with the man disadvantage. We do see that Hellranger is extremely low. Easy here to pick up a headshot onto Kappa. It's down to this 2v4. SK Rossi, he's going to come out on top. 43 HP. It's a 3v2 now. Global Esports, they are not in the greatest position, but they're doing their best to hold it down here.
I'll try to do so, but this could be all over for them, and Rossi's not going to be able to get this kill. He's actually going to be able to find it. Both of them are extremely low when it comes to their health. 24 and 43 to work with. The paranoia is going to be going on through. Rossi, he wants to try and go in for the shot, but he needs to be careful. He needs to try and find it. He's actually going to be able to get it. And this double pick, this could work out of their favor. Both of them run out of bullets. There's not really enough time. The halfway defuse has already gone through. But Hellranger, he has the game sense. He knows protect. The halfway defuse is already done as he tries to stick it, but he's not going to be able to find it. 24 and 43. Collectively, they only had 67 HP to work with, and that is just not gonna be something that you'd expect a clutch to be at. Honestly speaking, I'm down to the 2 versus 4.
Oh my goodness, aggressive coming in with the quick maths.
Oh no,
but here on the instant replay, Hellranger coming in at the perfect time. Easy. He was so close, but oh, Hellranger there. Now the first point over to Global Esports, they're bringing over that lead. We do see the Vandal on Hellranger. And an eco round for the side of S8UL. 3 defenders closer to the A site. We do see that Not Fox has been left onto B side duty with that classic. But GE, they're not going to underestimate S8UL. That first round was in no means a stomping. It was very close. And on Icebox, S8UL, they can really show us what they're made of. Is this map going to be considered one of their playgrounds? Or is it a map where they have yet to kind of conquer and figure out? Icebox is just so tough with so many different levels to play with. You got to watch so many angles as well. Now the dark cover's coming out. Global Esports, they've chosen the B site. Skills has secured the plant. Not Fox, the first to show himself. But he is going to play this one slow. In comes the barrier, but SK Rossi with the ghost. 2 headshots, make that another 2 from Hellranger. Flawless round, a great way to bring over the lead, not losing a single member from your side.
That was very quick. It just started and Rossi's like tap, 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 tap. 2 guys are down. Oh, Hellranger is like, oh wait, let me join into the musical show. Tap, tap. That's all that they needed. Beautiful showing of mechanical skill coming out from all of them, but at the same time, that eco round could have been a little bit better, but at the same time, it is an eco round on the map of Icebox. On Icebox, eco rounds have a tendency of never working out at all unless the opponent teams are opting to go in for a push down on the A side. And GE understanding that, hey, it is an eco round, they're probably playing shotgun, so let's make our push down onto the side of B, where we have the long range advantage with our own weapons. And they were able to come out on top, they got the spike plant down, and those moments of hesitation coming out from the side of Notbox really did cause them, because normally whenever there is an eco round push coming out from the side of the enemies down onto the side of B, you as the defender, you need to go in for the push and try and deny the spike plant. If you are able to deny the spike plant, if you're able to get that 1 kill, you get that tiny little bit of time and room for your team to go in for a couple of their own pushes moving on forward, allowing you to go in for that type of play. But now Strix, he's being aggressive, and this could work out in his favor, or this could go horribly.
Now Strix, he's gonna spawn Skills, but he misses the first few shots. Skills goes exactly where he is. SK Rossi comes right around the corner, takes him out. SK Rossi with the operator, they've got to watch out for him. He is going to be a monster just taking off heads. Now S8UL on the side of defense, they're gonna station Binks as well as Edit 99 to keep watch. Binks does get spotted out with the Owl drone. And now Edit 99 dishing out the recon bolt of his own, trying to get a bit of info. In comes the Nano Swarm, but Edit 99, he's safe in that corner. The defenders, they've got to rotate. They are a man down. And if they don't do it now, it's going to be over for the side of S8UL. Hellraiser taking out Binks. Edit 99 falls as well. Hellraiser's just on a rampage. He's going to get 2 double kills as he sets foot onto the A side as well as secure that plant. Not Fox. Left alone with Easy. Gonna pop that heal. Back to 100 HP, no armor to work with. So relatively fine, but it does seem like S8UL are gonna make that executive decision to go for the save.
It's gonna be a really good save run coming out from them as well. Not only are they gonna be able to save those 2 guns, but spreading these 2 guns out to the 2 different silos allow them to take a lot more of these long-range duels and probably try and get that 1-tap down onto the side of Rossi as well to try and shut him down, but not Foxy needs to be careful because the positioning is just prime. He does get the first initial kill, but he also going for that repeat, getting paid heavily for it. Hellraiser does not miss those shots, ladies and gentlemen, and he's going to be able to send a bullet straight through the dome of Notbox to take him out. And now down on the 0 and 3 Ezzy, he's gonna be able to save that gun. But 1 gun on the map of Icebox really won't save you that much because your team needs to have all the firepower in the world to try and stop any sort of an aggressive push that could be coming down from the side of GE. And this is primarily due to the fact that Icebox is a very attacker-sided map in comparison to the side of defense. And when you are up against the side of GE, it's just so much more so.
Shadows traveling.
3 rounds in the lead. Global Esports, they were kind of seen as the pioneers of Icebox because when this map came out, they were that one team that dominated everybody on Icebox. And, you know, there was the exceptional Godlike Esports that kind of, you know, showed Global Esports, you know, they kind of met their match. S8UL, the stage is set for them to do exactly just that on this particular map. It is going to be very difficult to kind of stop this attacking force on the side of Global Esports. They're very well coordinated. They know the spots. Kappa with his recon bolt, they can get into places and he can get that information before you even expect it. Now, Edit 99, he's going to be on site and eco round for the side of S8UL, firing a few shots, warning their enemies that they are present. But Global Esports, they don't seem to be phased. Out comes the Paranoia, attacks 2 members on the side of S8UL. 40 seconds left on the clock. And we do see that Hellraiser has the spike on him. Edit 99, waiting for that slow to kind of disappear. And now the shots have been fired. Skills will find the first kill onto Strix. It's a 4 versus 5 now. 25 seconds left on the clock. Binks, 20 HP, and from the shadows, Hellraiser, he will emerge onto the B side. Global Esports with the big macro plays here. Kappa taking out Easy. It's down to a 3v4. The spike has been safely planted. Now the timer is against the defense, not the attack. SK Rossi, in the words that he describes himself, he doesn't miss. And that is going to be another takeout. It's 2v4.
Down on this 2 versus 4. Not Foxy tried to pick up that gun, but he paid the price for it. Rossi, he's still lurking on down on that back end, and he is gunning for a couple of these kills. Maybe he's gonna be able to find it. Rossi does miss that first initial shot, just as you said it. Now, boy, the caster's curse is so real. He's not gonna be able to find much, but Kappa's gonna be there on that someone to shut down too. But at the same time, caster's curse is always real. Just as you say it, the opposite happens. And down on the 0 and 4 scoreline, it is going to be the side of GE. They're going to be super happy as well. Not only were they able to get 4 consecutive rounds, they're going to be able to stabilize themselves heavily. But on this round in particular, Rossi, he's actually not opting to go in for his operator. Instead, he wants to go in for a fast rush of his own with his teammates. But at the same time, Apo, I'm going to give you this question. Do you like the composition that the side of GE are using? Or do you think that maybe if they had a flash, it could have been a little bit more different?
At this point, point, you know, when you look at the way that Global Esports are going in for the attack, they utilize Kappa there on that Sova. And SK Rossi, he has that kind of aggression where he just peeks. He finds a kill, but Easy is going to return one now, followed up by Skills and Lightning Fast, just relying on sheer aim. Strix, he's got the operator. He's firing his shots. Global Esports with the man advantage. Now, this is going to be Edit 99 with a possible attempt to wrap around, but the spike has been planted, and it's down to these two defenders to try and make it work. The resurrection popped by Skills. It's just one unfortunate event after the other for the side of S8UL. Now, as our drone has been deployed by Edit 99, 4 attackers defending the spike with their lives. SK Rossi on that operator, he's just firing away. He is determined to try and stop Strix, but Strix was not having any of it. And that is going to be a pickup for Strix there on that operator, backing away, letting this one go over to the side of Global Esports. They don't think they stand a chance. It's going to be 5 points on the board for the side of Global Esports. And S8UL, they have yet to find a round to call their own. But, you know, back to that question that you did ask me, Aggressive. When I look at Global Esports composition, it seems like they utilize Kappa on that Sova for that info, but then SK Rossi and Lightning Fast, they have so much confidence in their aim and their game sense. They kind of just make their way into the defender's territory, and they just take off the hits. Now, if S8UL can identify that and stop them from doing that, it's going to be a little bit more difficult on the side of attack for Global Esports.
For sure, but I do believe that turret actually spotted out Strix when he was holding down from the top end. He's not going to be able to get much value. Probably going to be able to get that kill. He's not going to be able to though. Rossi with such a beautiful shot of his own. Does hit a leg shot though, but that's a good chunk of damage down on an operator play. So a couple of bullets are going to be what it's needed to try and take him out. But at the same time, Rossi, he's only at 30 HP, but he doesn't give a damn. Let's be fragging with an operator. That's the Rossi that we know, ladies and gentlemen. Getting a double kill. Kappa does get another lightning fast chiming on in onto the side of Enid, shutting him down. Rossi, such a dangerous force. This man, one by one, just killing every single one of them. And it's already down to a 4 versus 1. And Ezzy, he once again is stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Indeed, and that's the power of Global Esports. SK Rossi entry fragging with an operator playing in that close range. He has the guts to do that, and it has definitely paid off well in this round. Easy last man standing. He could look for a couple of exit frags, but he's gonna play quiet, and he is gonna spot out Hellranger, who was firing an operator, not sure why. But that's going to be one pickup. And it does seem like Kappa is chasing Easy. And he's going to turn around, picks up the kill, but pulling out an ability, not at the best time. Lightning Fast is going to wrap that up. 6 rounds strong is going to be Global Esports, a very dominant entrance.
This is what I said before when it came down to this map. I do believe that S8UL as a team, they're going to have a pretty rough time. They don't have the best track record on this particular map, and if any team wants to play this map, they need to have a lot of practice on it. And GE, as you just stated before we even got into the map itself, that they have so much practice. They know exactly what they need to do on this particular map, and this is why it's one of their strongest maps, because a lot of the other teams have not practiced this map as much. Yes, as in overtime, a lot of the other teams have that same level of potency, but it has not reached to the levels as GE just yet. And S8UL, they are feeling the wrath of that similar potential. Look at Strix, he could be the one to get that kill, but he gets tagged in the head by Kappa. Beautiful ding, but it's not going to be enough to get that kill. And that's going to be hurting because one operator already down. Biggs does get a kill. Beautiful kill as well. Come from the side of the seller's angle, as he does get another one onto the side of Lightning Fast. The ultimate have been brought from the side of Skills, but one by one. The bodies are going to be dropping on down. Skills, he's alive. He's kicking. Rossi on the back end is going to be able to shut down multiple of his own. Skills on that save, the battle saves that we know and love, ladies and gentlemen. Biggs, he's gonna try and touch it out, but Rossi, he needs to be careful, otherwise it could be dangerous for him, because the wall has been broken and Biggs not opting to go in for that defuse just yet. He wants to tap that spy, but Rossi, he's ready for it, opts to go in for that swing, instant readjustment to that head, and double dings to go. Biggs getting dinged, and now we're down to a 0-7 scoreline, and a very rough showing from the side of S8UL.
That kill was a little bit too quick for comfort when he spotted out Binks there. Just, as you mentioned, adjusting his crosshair, just taking him out with a headshot. That was insane coming out of SK Rossi. But this is GE just showing us why they have been reigning on this map. But you have to say that that last round was a little bit closer. It seems like S8UL, they're getting a step closer into figuring out how to break the attack. Now Kappa here with the Owl drone, scouting out the A site. A quick rotation from the side of defense. They're going to be prepared this time. Not going to wait it out. And here comes the Hunter's Fury from the side of Edit. And he does pick up a kill onto Lightning Fast. Through the crack and finds a double. Not gonna be a triple because Edit99 is a beast on that Sheriff. He does pick up that kill. Now Kappa is gonna be the next in line. It's a 3v3. S8UL doing their level best to hold it down, and this might just be a chance. Mind you, it is a little bit of an eco round for the side of S8UL. Not Fox with the Phantom. He's gonna take out skills, and now it's a 3v2. Edit, a little cheeky, tosses out the shock dart, and out with the Sheriff. Make that a triple kill. Hellraiser with the return, and Easy is gonna wrap that up. And in typical Binks fashion, we're gonna call this one a thirsty round, when in fact it is a thrifty round.
Absolutely beautiful round coming down from the side of S8UL. Not only were they able to go up against the aggression that was coming down from the side of GE, they were able to understand that, hey, Rossi's constantly making these type of pushes. Why don't we try and go in for an optimum sword to stop him out and then shut him down from there? A little bit of miscommunication coming out from the side of Lightning Fast, opting to throw in that sword, or slowing down Rossi, and in that situation, Edit was able to capitalize on that one small mistake and then shut him down. And immediately, you have to give it to Edit. His movement is just so clean, just dodging out every single shot that he can coming on out from his end, throwing out that shot and getting that immediate kill down on the side of Lightning Fast. Just made sure that, hey, it's all but over for the side of the attackers. They cannot opt to go in for that peak. They cannot opt to go in for that fight, and they're going to pay the price for it. But now, with GE throwing down the lockdown, it's not going to get destroyed. That's the potency of the lockdown itself. Unless you hit that grenade directly on top of it, it doesn't break. And with the side control already being established for their end, they're going to be opting to make that push. And the spike is just about to go down.
Lightning Fast here with a very aggressive stance. There's still all 10 players left alive. And this is going to be SK Rossi coming in now with the operator. We do see on the other side, S8UL, they're all going to be challenging Global Esports with rifles. And Binks here, he is tagged by the Nano Swarm. He's got to remove himself. 15 HP. In comes SK Rossi with all abilities available. And now the Hunter's Fury this time from the side of Kappa. Not Fox, Skills, picking up a double. And the last man standing is going to be Strix. And he's going to be taken out. Make that 8 points for the side of Global Esports.
Just started as soon as the lockdown was placed and it was already over, Apple. That's how quick the execution is coming out from the side of GE. Just looking at the instant replay, you can see how dangerous these holds are. Rossi does get the first to pick out. Eddie's gonna be able to shut him down. Not Fox with another, but it's still the side of GE being able to come out on top when it comes to their trades, and this is primarily because of their post-line positioning. Does it, like, the thing that I love about the side of GE is that 2 players are constantly playing it aggressively when it came down to their post plans, and the other 3 players are playing it defensively. If these 2 aggressive players just get 1 kill, that's all that they need to get that done for their side. That's all that they need to force them down on their own accord. And the side of S8UL, they're just not able to crack the code against the side of Global. They just need to be a lot more aggressive. They need to try and establish map control. They need to opt to go in for those flanks. And whenever it comes down to the retakes, they need to start coordinating more together as an individual unit instead of trying to go in for those individual 1 versus 1 gunfights. Like, it's just not as present as you would expect coming out from them. S8UL as a team would expect a lot more, and now down on this eco round already, so many ecos for their side. And Strix getting swatted out by that recon bull. This basically means that, hey, the entirety of S8UL, they're stacking down onto the side of A, and we need to make a rotation onto the side of B. Oh my god, Lightning Fast.
And it's really odd that S8UL, that one point that they did get, it was from a thrifty round. Now, Global Esports, they're not happy about that whatsoever. The spike has been planted on the B side, and Binks is the last man standing. Another eco round for the side of S8UL. Binks here. He's got to rely on those one-taps. Could potentially meet up with Kappa, but he's got to watch his back. And Kappa is going to be wrapping around very slowly behind him. Binks, just one step at a time. So this round is definitely going to go over to the side of Global Esports. SK Rossi, he was watching, and that will be a flawless round indeed for the side of GE. Now we're going to move into the last couple of rounds here in the first half. It would be ideal if S8UL, for the fact that the previous round was an eco, if they can get their buys and try to make these last two rounds, you know, secure them. So it would be an easier time for them to look for a comeback in the second half.
Ready.
This is such a big problem coming out from the side of S8UL. They're just not able to get these rounds, and it's just so crucial. Yes, I understand that, hey, it is an attacker-sided map, but you can't always rely on winning every single one of your rounds. And if you're able to take it down to a 9-3, you do have that chance to come in for a comeback. But at the same time, it puts so much pressure down on your pistol round, because if you're not able to win on your pistol, it could be all but over for you, Rossi and Binks. Now, on this round in particular, they are trying to go in for a fight against one another, not getting any form of info, but still being able to hold strong. Rossi switches out to that operator with Kappa, giving him that Vandal, but look at Ezzy. He's positioning his prime. Maybe he's going to be able to get that kill. Does get swatted out by the Owl drone, and he needs to back off. Smokes are going to be coming out as well. Trying to get some form of information. Ezzy getting tagged by the second one. He's not having a good day. They know his position exactly, and they know for a fact that, hey, no one's holding down onto the side of B other than Ezzy. And I do believe that GE, they're gunning down for this B side.
All members are still left alive. SK Rossi, he was waiting for the right opportunity. And this is the thing about Global Esports. They have that discipline. And now with 25 seconds left on the clock, we do see Hellraiser setting out those dark covers. And in comes the cavalry onto the B site. We do see skills on that Sage. He is leading the charge. He has the spike. He's going to go for the plant. Now Strix going in for the challenge against SK Rossi. And Binks is life, but he misses skills by a head. The dark cover disappears, and Hell just going to fire double. Strix with the return kill, looking for his next victim. It's still, however, a 2v4. SK Rossi's going to go for the wraparound, so keep in mind that he's looking for some sneaky kills. And there it is. He finds it on Strix. And at 9-9, left alone. He's cornered. He's going to be caught from multiple different angles. Has a shock dart to play with, but this is not the situation you want to be in. Edit 9-9 hunted down by Global Esports, and that is going to be double digits for the side of GE.
Before the switch.
Honestly speaking, that was a little bit of a comical moment. Hellraiser was surprised as well. Binks was even more surprised. I'm pretty sure that Binks is like, oh god, Hellraiser. Hellraiser's like, oh, hello there. He was so surprised, and I do believe that he just immediately flipped his mouse up and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna get an easy kill here. Binks getting caught off guard completely. The spray was there, but the positioning was not. And he is gonna be paying the price for it as well. Now 1 in 10 on the scoreboard. Such a dominant showing from the side of GE. This is gonna be hurting them quite a lot, but look at the positioning from all the members of the side of S8UL. They could just take this round away if they play their cards right. So much information being given away. Strixie needs to try and get the skill down on the Rossi, but he's not obviously going for that peak. He's playing it slow, he's playing it systematically, but at the same time, look at Binks. Binks has that cheeky angle. He could just get this kill. If Rossi opts to go in for a massive white swing of his own, he's not going to be able to find it, though. Instead, it's going to be skills being able to get the first initial pick off. Lightning Fast opts to go in for the top end. And Binks, he doesn't back run away at the wrong time, but still he's gonna be able to shut down Rossi. He wants to shut down some more, but Lightning Fast, he has his phone number, and he forces him back immediately. And now with the spike going on down and the man advantage going already towards the side of GE, ladies and gentlemen, this could be all but over for the side of S8UL, with Skills getting another kill of his own. And with the others hunting down for some more, Lightning Fast, he does get one. Binks gets swatted out by the Owl drone. They're gunning for him, they're hunted for him. Hellraiser here with a wide swing, shutting down one. Resurrection coming on through as well to end off in style. That's going to be 1 in 11 on the scoreboard for the side of GE, ladies and gentlemen. And a very tough showing for the side of S8UL.
Now that is going to mark the end of the first half. Scoreline 11-1. Global Esports 10-round domination over S8UL. And you have to say that that is very impressive from the side of GE. S8UL losing a little bit of momentum there. That last round was a bit haphazard. Very unfortunate for the side of defense. But now S8UL, they will move over to the side of attack and Global Esports on the side of defense. Now, there was always the argument on Icebox. Is it attack favored or defense favored? And we felt it was a little similar to Haven, where it is definitely more attack favored if you understand how to set the pace and control the defenders. That this map in particular will allow you to thrive on the attacking side. And as for defense, you've got to be very coordinated. You've got to have a little bit of anticipation, sometimes a stroke of luck. And, you know, let's see if Global Esports will have any of those positive things happen to them here. And what is S8UL going to pull out? Here is the attack onto the A side, a very quick plan, and Not Fox is going to secure that.
Being able to find that plan basically means that, hey, it's a 5 versus 5 situation, and they have all of the information in the world to take a lot of these fights. Strix, he does take a little bit of chip damage, so he needs to back off and get his own heal from the back end of that Sage. But now, it's a 5 versus 5 retake, and this could be very good for the side of GE, or this could be very bad, because look at all the positioning, but Rossi, he doesn't care about the positioning whatsoever. He just cares about his shots. The wall is still present as well, and this defuse is going to be going on down soon enough. Andy on the back end is going to be making that push. It's going to be taken down by Hellranger. Not Fox with another one. Skill's going to be able to trade that out, but
one enemy remains.
Skills with that wall. He's able to block off any sort of a rotation angle. He's able to stop out everything. And with that smoke as well, they cannot even shoot down from the heaven side. Like, they cannot shoot down in front of it. No way to spam that smoke. And Kappa, he just pressed his 4 button and he just held it so tight that he's never gonna let go of it.
There's a little detail that I have noticed that I don't know if it is, you know, intentional, but it's a pattern coming out from the side of Global Esports. When they are on the defense and they want to go for a cheeky defuse, it seems that that is Kappa's job. Now, what has struck me as very unique about Global Esports is that it's very clear that each player has a job to do. And Kappa is always going to remain in that back position when it comes to defusing the spike, when it comes to staying in the back, tossing out those recon bolts and owl drones for information. I like this structure coming out from the side of Global Esports. If teams can identify that that might just be the key to elevate their teamwork and coordination, it might just work out for them. But that's going to be SK Rossi with the Bulldog picking up the first kill. The spike has been planted very quick and easy there by S8UL. Now they're hanging by a thread. They need an 11-round consecutive win to bring it over to overtime. But SK Rossi with the Bulldog finds his second victim. Now looking for the third. There is a massacre across the border. The last man standing. Strix, he's trying to survive, but SK Rossi's gonna end this off with a beautiful 4K. And that, ladies and gentlemen, to wrap up map number 2, Global Esports.